Good morning, my friends. This is Tyra Jarvis with Keffi Coaching, coming to you live. This is Tuesday morning, and it's Transformation Tuesday. Come to you live every Tuesday morning, 8 a.m. Pacific time, and we've been exploring mindset, motivation, and transformation. And that will be no different today. In fact, I'm going to come back to mindset today. I've been working on mindset most of the last week, considering a topic for my blog as well as an email to my community, and really looking at how mindset is your superpower to help you get from being stuck to success. And it's interesting that when you are kind of open, the universe sends you cues and sends you clues, if you will, of how you want to either form your opinions around something or take advice, possibly take coaching, and also take action. So last week was Masters week, and for those of you that don't play golf, the Masters at Augusta National in Georgia is one of 4 of the major tournaments for male professional golfers. And, I used to watch golf religiously when my husband was still alive because he would record it. We would go play golf, then we'd come back and we would watch it. And it was just part of our regular routine. I don't do it all that often, although I am a golfer, avid golfer, love golf, love how golf sets itself up perfectly for life and for business. And I speak about using golf as a business success tool. But anyway, this particular week, I was not really aligned with any of the people that were, in the top, but they always tell the, compelling hallmark stories about, the players trying to engage the audience and get everybody going. And so I did record Saturday and Sunday, and coincidentally, I caught a portion of Saturday's broadcast live. And in this session, they were interviewing one of the players, Bubba Watson. And Bubba is for those of you that don't know him, he's a very flamboyant, unconventional player. He plays by his own not rules of golf, but rules about how he approaches his game, how he visualizes the game and the shots, and how he chooses what shot to shoot. And it's always exciting to watch him because of the way that he thinks. And he's been successful. He's a 2-time Masters champion. I think he has 14 other wins on the PGA Tour. But this interview was about the fact that he's tackling the mental side of his game, and that he recognized for himself that it wasn't physical capability that was blocking him, and he had extreme peaks and valleys in his game. I mean, at one point in 2015, he was second on the all-time money list, and he's currently 65. And he was getting a lot of slack and heat from the press and from, possibly naysayers, not fans, because I think fans would love him no matter how he played or whatever, and just would be happy to see him out there. But he really struggled, and he struggled with the challenges and not being able to really play the game the way he wanted to consistently. And he was continuing to work on his physical skills, but what was happening was it was really deteriorating his well-being. This anxiety about not playing well and feeling like he had to keep up with the other players week in and week out, and the pressure and the grind of playing at the top level caused him to not even enjoy why he was playing the game, why his family enjoyed watching him play the game, why he had even celebrating the success that he had, because he was so in the gap around how he wasn't winning all the time. And he started losing weight. I mean, I think typically he says he weighs like in the 180s, something like that. He was down 160 pounds or something. Everybody was seeing the difference in his physical shape, maybe thinking that it was on purpose, that he was conditioning, that he was strengthening himself. But in actuality, he wasn't, and he didn't know why he was losing weight. And he thought there was something physically wrong with him. And, he and his wife were very fearful, very scared. They thought there was something physically wrong with him, something maybe possibly physically wrong in his brain. And so he just, kept fighting it. Well, when you lose weight like that, He lost physical strength. He's one of the top distance drivers on tour. He can hit 315 yards, most all the time. And anyway, he lost strength, he lost power. So his physical game started to deteriorate somewhat. So he goes to his swing coach sometime last year, and he wants his swing coach to help him. And he basically says, my swing coach fired me. He said, you're a mess. You're a mental case. There's no way I can help you without you. It's totally mental. It's not physical. It's mental. Whatever's going on with you is mental. And he had to look at it, and he had kind of rabbit ears. And so, he was sensitive to camera people on the course, and he wasn't able to control his emotions. And he was constantly in this struggle and churn state. And so when he realized that it was mental, his first action was to hire a breathing coach. And the breathing coach was working or is working with him on calming himself down and quieting his mind so that he actually can let his body do the mechanics around it. Prior to that, he'd had a pretty authentic, heartfelt conversation with his wife, who's also an athlete. And, she said, well, why are you doing it? Why are you playing golf? What is it about golf that you love? And, although he loved his success, he just loved the game. And he loved sharing the game with his children. And he loved that on Sundays, him and his wife would be treated as VIPs because he's a 2-time former Masters champion. So on the Sunday before the tournament, they have a big fun family gathering, and that he gets to share that with his family. And so it was really his love of the game and his connection to his father and his connection with his children, and, the love that he could share it with his wife. And yeah, it was also about the success, but not at the expense of all those other things. So what I want you to see is that it happens to everybody. This is an elite athlete who's still struggling with this mental side of his game. So where are you struggling with your mindset? And could we all take some lessons from Bubba? Because one of the articles that I found for him basically said that, at 41, he's decided to work on the mental side of the game. And he goes, I work on my putting and my chipping, and I work on my full swing, and I work on all the other aspects of my game. Now is my time to work on my mental side of my game. And so he's calming himself down. And then he had to realize that he wasn't in this alone. He had a team of people that were real supportive people that wanted the best for him, that recognized the struggles and the challenges that he had. And he enlisted them in helping him, whether it was, mindset coaches, the breathing coach, his wife, his family, other colleagues, other players. He was working on focusing on this part of his game and making it as much of a strength as the other attributes of his ability to play the game of golf. And so what I think we can learn from Bubba was how important it was that he got in touch with why he was doing it and focused on the journey, not the individual, landmark or destination. Those of us that are entrepreneurs or very goal-oriented, people, we live in the gap. And if we're only focusing on, the next thing, and we're not celebrating what we really have and what we really enjoy, we're going to miss the opportunity. And I want you to get that it can have a very severe physical effect on your body, not only physically, but mentally, your emotional state, your spiritual state, your soul. It can cut you off. So mindset is your superpower. It's what makes you unique. It's what makes you in touch with who your authentic soul expression really is. And if you're disconnected from that, you aren't playing with all your cards. You're not playing with the best of what you have that can make things a lot easier. And so when you're stuck, don't look outside yourself. Look inside yourself. Look to your mindset and what you could be doing there to help yourself. So you want to not only get in touch with your why, but value the role that your mindset plays in whatever success you have or whatever quality of life you have. And so value that by prioritizing it and making a part of your day-to-day routine. And it's what's right for you. If meditation doesn't work or journaling doesn't work, use your time walking the dog to just commune with nature and get in touch and be observant and listen to the voice inside of you. Make it work for you, for sure. But getting in action and taking an action, even the smallest action in your life, in any area of your life. So if you're struggling with a work project, take a walk or do something that you want to do or complete something that from any area of your life just to get you moving and just to dislodge the fact that you're stuck. And then this surrounding yourself with people that are really supportive to you is very key. You have got to manage the inputs that you have and the sources of information that you have so that you can control a healthy view and filter of those circumstances and those perspectives. And you want them to be yours. So having some form of tool that allows you to filter out the noise and really focus on healthy beliefs and thoughts and listening to the ones that aren't healthy and aren't really serving you, right? And so, ways that you can do that is just control the influence over your mind, practice replacing negative self-talk and negative beliefs with positive ones and reinforce those, and possibly have a partner that can say that's not really true, you're just not looking at yourself really accurately. You could journal, but you want to reframe and replace anything in the beliefs and thought space that could be working for you. And just know that you're a winner regardless of whatever it is that you're trying to create. And you want to value yourself like you're your own best friend and treat yourself like you would a best friend. And that could be taking care of your physical body, definitely taking care of your mental body, which is what we're talking about today. And this supportive community could be, a supportive spouse or partner. It could be a supportive friend. But if they don't have your best interest at heart and they're more interested in maybe their agenda, you want to look to find people that'll really listen for you having what you say you want. That could be accountability partner, peak performance partner. That could be a coach. That could be a therapist. Wherever you need to have a safe environment to creatively explore possibilities and thoughts is where you want to be able to focus, right? So with that, just know that mindset isn't in your control and you have control of it, and it is your superpower. And you want to figure out the best way that you can master that. And I think that's really what I want to say. So just, value and prioritize mindset, get into action, have a plan, seek supportive resources, and that could be people in your own community, like-minded communities, masterminds, whatever. And it could also be, like I say, a coach or an accountability partner or program of some kind that can help you accelerate your path through some of these mindset blocks that will really free you up to go from stuck to success. So that's what I wanted to say today. Just know that I'm here every Tuesday. Good morning, Karen. Thank you for joining me live. I appreciate that. So just remember that I'm here every Tuesday, 8 a.m. Pacific time, and we're talking about these topics, and I'm here for you. So if you have any questions, reach out, follow me on Facebook, private message me, whatever works for you. If you haven't already, you might consider my free audio program. Excuse me. I have a 3-part audio program on fulfillment and how you can actually generate that in your own life. So go to tyrajarvis.com/fulfillment-audio and consider downloading that free resource. And remember, I also offer a complimentary discovery session. And so if you go to my website again, look for free session. This is the perfect place to maybe jumpstart an area of your life where you're stuck. We'll get clarity. I'll have a simple plan for you that will come up with together, and you'll know the next right action. And that action is what's going to break you free and give you an opportunity to set yourself on the path that you really want to be doing with less suffering and struggling. And so remember the Bubba metaphor from today. And I know I certainly am. And he proudly says, at 41, I'm starting to work on my mental game. And I think we want to be working on our mental game all the time. So with that, make it a great day. Have an awesome week. If I can support you in any way, please reach out. I would love to be able to be a part of your team. All right? So take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.